What's up, fam? I'm Milton from TeamFFLEX. You're on my show, Fitness Fire, every Thursday. Come here. We talk about whatever's going on, hot topics, if you will, of the fitness industry. Today, we're going to talk about some new mask stuff coming up with the NPC and the IFBB. Requirements regarding masks, okay? And this is something people have been asking a ton of questions about. Today's definitely going to be a shorter video. I'm going to let you guys know their official statement. You can check out more on NPC News Online and kind of cover some of the questions I've been getting about this, at least to the best of my ability, okay? So, shorter video today, but make sure, as always, remember, I got 5 shows that run all week for you. So subscribe to this channel, and if you're a competitor, you compete, you got friends that compete, it's definitely worth sharing this video. This is something you do want to know. If you're competing right now in 2020, maybe beyond, who knows how long this mask requirement goes for specific shows and things like that, all right? So let me dive into the official statement here. I'm just going to read it for you right now, you guys. So it's October 1st today, I believe. I'm checking my calendar, literally. October 1st, and effective October 1st, 2020. For any NPC Worldwide and IFBB Professional League contest that requires competitors to wear a mask on stage for their individual posing routines or comparisons, the masks must be plain in nature. They are not allowed to have logos, slogans, wording, or anything else on them. Masks can be any color, they can match your competition suit, be bedazzled, and most importantly, they must cover both your nose and your mouth, but no slogans or anything like that are allowed. Anyone that does not want to abide by this rule will not be permitted on stage to compete. This rule will be enforced by promoters and stage expediters where masks are required. So that's the official statement, you guys. It's all over the social medias. I know most of you are probably following it, maybe you saw it, but there's still been a ton of questions about it. So you can check out the more of the official information on NPC News Online. NPCNewsOnline.com. You can check that out there. But basically what this means, you guys, is that at shows where there's masks required, you can't have slogans, you can't have logos, you can't have text or anything like that on your mask. It has to be plain, okay? And one of the questions everybody's been asking is like, what about people that have health restrictions or whatever? They can't wear masks, blah, blah, blah. That's not even what they're talking about, you guys. They're talking about if you're at a show that requires a mask, you have to have a plain mask. That's literally as simple as it gets. That's the simplest way to put it. It's not a mandate that you have to wear a mask at every NPC IFBB show. As you guys know, these shows that are going on, they are all dealing with their own individual circumstances. They are dealing with their own different areas, their own counties, their own state mandates, their own regulations. So depending on your show, the rules could be different. And what you have to do is look at your promoters, ask your promoters, ask the show people. They're going to run you all through this, you guys. I've been going to shows, all year now that we're fired back up, we're going, and the restrictions and the requirements are different everywhere. But if there's anything the NPC and the IFBB is doing and these promoters are doing, is it's making sure that all of you athletes, all you spectators, where permitted, are informed. You understand what the rules are. You understand what you have to do to make these shows happen. And we all got to fit by these restrictions, okay, and these regulations. But this is not saying there's a mask mandate for every event or anything like that. These are going to be individual rules. They're saying where there is masks mandated, where you have to have one at your show, in other words, then it has to be plain. So you can't have your team logos on it, you can't have phrases on it, you can't have all this stuff on it. You can have one that matches your suit if you're in the female divisions. A lot of women have been doing that. They've been getting it blinged out. You can still do all that. You just have to keep it plain in nature, okay? So make sure that you understand this. You don't show up with a mask that has something on it. A lot of mask designs are out there. A lot of them have different graphics and things on it. Obviously, we're wearing them, in Nevada still. We have to wear them everywhere we go in the public and things like that. And a lot of other people are dealing with that same type of stuff in many states. So you can't really show up at show day with one of those. You're going to actually not be able to compete is pretty much what it's saying. You're not going to be allowed to go out and do the show. So make sure that you are ready. Make sure you got a plain mask. Make sure you have, one that is good to go for the competition. This is very important information if you're competing in an area where these are still required. required, okay? I'll tell you guys from personal experience, I just came back from Tahoe show, masked the whole time. I had my mask on literally the entire day, non-stop, and that was the way it was. And that'll be the same, you know, for other shows that happen in certain areas. That's definitely been the story for many shows that have happened this year, and there'll be some differences, and depending on where you're at, what show you're doing, what the promoters, you know, are having, and what is allowed by the state, the government at that time. And obviously these things will change. So as you watch this now, it might be a week, two later, things could be totally different. So, you know, at the end of the day, make sure you check NPC News Online for any updates that come up. They're going to always keep you guys informed there. And then if you are competing at a show, you know the rules from your promoter. They're doing everything they need to do to have that information available, or contact someone if you have questions, and you'll be able to understand what you need to do and where. But no matter what, this is a rule from the NPC, IFBB, NPC worldwide. You're going to have a plain mask, and there's no change about that. If you're on stage and you have to wear a mask at your show, it's a plain one. That's the way it goes. All right, fam? So I hope you got some out of this today. That's our hot topic of the day for NPC and IFBB. I'll be back tomorrow for Gains the Clock, which is my Q&A series we do every Friday. Again, 5 awesome shows that run all week for you. Check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. I'm Ryan Milton from TeamFFLEX. Thanks for watching. Coach Ryan is out.